Compete in the real race, prove everything on the track, and continue to pursue the everlasting racing glory as your routine. A single clack of your wheel. The passion is engaged. All you have to do is to commit, to feel the grip in your hand, to perform every precise entry, to deliver the perfect friction circle, and to master the art of driving. You may ask, where's my race crew? And I would say, leave it to Conspit. Ares, the wheelbase that was built to master the competitive sim racing scene. With its powerful skew pole motor and high-precision optical encoder, Ares delivers an unparalleled driving experience with highly detailed force feedback. 290 GP, deemed to become the true next generation. It breaks the planar constraints through a unique 3D ergonomic design and redefines everything about the Formula steering wheel, featuring a full carbon fiber front housing, ensuring a light yet ultra-rigid experience. The MagFlip rocker-type paddles achieve the same functionality as Formula One setups. The CDP system will push your performance to the next level. Focus and execute the agile maneuver, all within just a blink of an eye. With this zealous combination of Ares and 290 GP, the roar of the road thrills both your hands and soul.
Good afternoon once again and welcome to World Sim Series action. It's another Conspit race. It's the Conspit Formula Junior Championship, and it's the final for them as well. 2 times of 15 minutes they'll race for today. It's Seminara at the top of the standings, ahead of Bernini and Patera in third. Then it's Lorenzetto Yorgos, your top 6. Seminara pretty much has the title in his hands. He essentially needs to not be disqualified today. That doesn't sound like too difficult of a task, but hey, oh, we've seen interesting things here on World Sim Series. Then comes Bernini, who's guaranteed to be no lower than second, and Terra, who as well would need to be disqualified from both races to lose a position. Actually, is Loris out on track today? No. Nope. So, Patera is guaranteed to be third. He can't move up, he can't move down. So, really, it's more of a procession this race, but still, I'm sure drivers will want to have the glory of winning this, well, only broadcasted race of the season. And even though the timing tower still does say MX5, it is the Formula Juniors, as you can see on your screens. Bernini crosses the line. He has one more opportunity in this one, and Seminara leads the session. And Bernini stops, so he's out of the running. Patera, the final car, who could unseat. Nope, he can't, because he goes into the pits. And Seminara is going to take pole position, and he's purple in the middle sector, but was slow through sector 1, so shouldn't be an improvement. And even if it is, it's not going to change anything. He's going to be on pole position, and this time at least the timing screen matches with
the World Sim Series results screen. Dot stops on the racetrack. Carpio still running, but I think he already crossed the line as Seminara enters the pit lane. Did he hit the barriers? It doesn't matter actually. So 8 drivers in total on the racetrack, meaning that whoever finishes last in the first race will start from pole position. Top 10 drivers should start in a reversed order, but it looks like only a handful of drivers joined the final race of the Formula Championship on the World Sim Series platform. Carpio still on the racetrack. Looks like he managed to cross the line in time, but he didn't manage to complete the 30s corner. Was it 30s? No, actually, I'm pretty wrong. It was Sterling's corner where Carpio went off the racetrack. As we get the privilege to constantly be looking at the results of the World Sim Series platform that are official qualifying results. So Seminara first ahead of Bernini, Patera, Toth, Misani, Canizaro, Britton and Carpio, your top 8 drivers, all drivers on the racetrack, as we start to count down the timer to the first race of this final championship race. Seminara should be very calm and relaxed. He had a nice pace in the qualifying session. Well, he had a couple of tenths on Bernini, and Bernini is currently second in the standings, so it's gonna be a battle, but not a huge one.
Yep, it's not for the championship, it's more for glory here. As we get ready to go, it's the Conspit Formula final. Race 1 here on World Sim Series, and we're away. It's a decent enough start, and Seminara holds on to the lead. I think the top 3 are in the positions that they left the grid in, and they come into turn 2 to the outside. Tries Bernini. He's going to try and do everything to get past on this first lap as he goes off the road, and will damage and gets hit as well by Britain, and that is not great. Only 7 cars out on track, and 2 of them come together, and Bernini's car, I think, well, looks pretty destroyed. It doesn't look... Oh, yes, that's not the way the steering wheel should look when you're going down the straight. This is IndyCar style, and, well, too much steering angle here, so Bernini's gonna definitely have to come down into pit lane. Look, he can't even turn right.
Toth into the pits, so plenty of troubles for the drivers for a very small grid, one should say. And there was still mistakes made on the first lap, and a huge shame for Bernini. He is second in the championship standings. He will remain second because his main rival Seminara, who has to be disqualified from both races, is comfortably in the lead against Patera. And then there are huge gaps between the other cars.
Yep, the gaps have already opened up, so this is the closest battle we've got out on the circuit.
It's gonna be a quiet race. The drivers, a couple of them, will battle. Bernini into the pits. He will fix his car. He can wait out as long as he wants. He will still finish this one, no matter how far behind his rivals. He will receive points. He will hold on to P2 because Patera is currently third in the standings with huge deficit of points. Bernini is basically out of reach for the other drivers. As we look at a battle between Misani and Canizaro.
Still close between these two. The only close battle left.
Yep, and it is Italy versus Argentina here on the Virtual Brands Hatch circuit in the Formula cars. We see some connection issues, I believe, for Canizaro. Sometimes this car goes strangely into the corners. That's what you see when there are connection issues.
It could be just the ping, considering that he's all the way across the Atlantic, so could be the issue here. but still looking fine, but looks like he's not really able to get much closer. Bernini is back out on track. He is, however, a lap down from the race. What happened there?
He ran wide and lost the traction, made a small spin, but he's back on the car, on the track.
I'm just looking at the replay right now. Yep, just lost it. Just dipped the wheel into the grass. The exit, and that was enough to send him into a half spin. Luckily, didn't fully spin. And Terra, he's lost another second in that last lap to the race leader.
Yep. But that's not the point. He's now going towards the finish line, and he can try to catch up with Toth. 22 seconds. I don't think it's possible, but well, who knows? Seminara comfortably in the lead. Still 10 minutes to go.
He's just going to be ticking off the sectors. He only needs to finish this race. He can skip the next one, because he's going to have enough points to guarantee himself the title. And a new Conspit 300 GT steering wheel. It's more of a Formula shape, I believe, but all the 300 GT. And 3 months of World Sim Series Premium. He'll be able to run his own liveries and participate in the premium events for free. And you can do so as well by heading to worldsimseries.com. The new season of both the MX-5 and the Formula has started, and it's already at round 4 of the season, so you might not be in the running for the prize this season, but the seasons are 3 months long, so 13 weeks, sorry. And after that, you'll be, if you run the whole series, I'm sure you'll be prepared very well for the next one incoming after that. So head on over, worldsimseries.com. You can sign up for free, and you can participate in these, in both the MX-5 and the Formula Series for free. Is that right? Yes, you can participate for free, and you'll get a you'll compete for a set of pedals and a wheel. Oh, Misani off the road as I was looking at the very nice prizes from World Sim Series. Completely missed this. So it goes off, explores the countryside, and back out on track. But loses a position.
It's just to prove how
Actually,
difficult
he had lost the position before, hadn't he?
Yep, he was running 4th, and now he's 4th by 5 seconds from Britain, who is running 5th. Look at the gaps. This is basically a practice session for the drivers, with a reward of points.
He might still be in the running to get the maximum amount. Obviously, we don't have a top 10 reverse because we don't have 10 cars.
Oh yeah, Bernini will start from pole position. Seminara is gonna start 8th, so maybe the second race will be the one who will be looking at the win.
So Seminara, wow, 2.4 seconds gained last lap. That's whoa, that's a huge. Well, that's because Canizaro actually lost 2 seconds compared to his normal pace. He was running in the mid to low 23s, so that's why the gap was so big.
I wonder what these guys are thinking of now, just running a lone race, different pace from all of the drivers. Just a couple of drivers joined the final race, looking at the laps. Well, but they're actually only 0.2 slower on his fastest lap time compared to Seminara. Looks like it's pretty difficult to be fast and consistent. Canizaro, his fastest lap time 23.1, his last lap time was 25. So the drivers probably are able to put out similar lap times if they complete one fast lap, but another story is to be consistent, and Bernini is pretty fast also, looking at his fastest lap time 22.7, but I think consistency is the key. You have to be flying into the corners and out of them, and sometimes the car loses traction, what we've seen on our screens. Pretty difficult to handle if you want to be fast.
And so Seminara still controlling the pace at the front, doesn't need to push. He's in an interesting scenario. Don't think he expected it. I really expected a nice battle with Bernini, who we've seen in these Formula cars quite a few times here on World Sim Series. Might still happen for race 2. Bernini's moved in front of Toff, though. Moves into 7th.
Yeah. A couple of points extra for Bernini. As drivers keep...
Not that he really needs them.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna change anything. He joined this race just to try probably catch up with Seminara, but you have to do this on the regular championship. You just have to perform there, and looks like Seminara did the best job. He has 1,042 points, and that equals to 59 wins, 78 podiums, 82 finishes, and 93 starts. Well, if we compare the stats to Bernini, he has 64 wins, so 5 more wins, 86 podiums, 94 finishes, but he started 101 race. So this is an 8 race difference, 5 win difference, 8 podium finish difference, and a smaller amount of points. Any explanation? The points get calculated. I don't race on the regular season on World Sim Series platform. Now that makes me wonder: do we have splits or strength of fields where the points are handed out differently? How come we have a situation like this where a driver has more starts, more wins?
I think I know the answer, because if, for example, I believe that in a single week of racing, you may only 4 results count. So your 4 best results count from a single week.
Yep.
So you could, in theory, win every single race of 1 week, and you'd have I think the races are hourly, or yeah, they are almost hourly, sometimes every couple of hours. So you could, get all of these race wins, however many, 100 race wins a week, But if you don't run all the weeks, or if maybe you've had a lot of wins in one week and then no wins in another, that's why you'd be lower down in terms of points. Because somebody like Zerto, he's on 53 wins, and he sits with no, sorry, that yep, Zerto is on 53 wins, same as Mulligan, they both sit on under 700 points, so likely a lot of races done in a couple of weeks and then not so many done in other weeks. That's how I would explain it.
That sounds logical. I think this is a good explanation for someone who doesn't race in the regular season. We could actually spend the time to go over and read the rules. If anyone's interested, of course you can do that by yourself. World Sim Series platform. These races are completely free, and they offer nice prizes, which, well, to my point of view, is brilliant. Yep, and it's pure racing. The MX-5 is a fixed cars race, a fixed setup race. Seminara will cross the line first now and start the race from pole. We have only 7 drivers on the track remaining. Toth has given up on this one.
And that confirms Seminara as the winner of the Conspit Formula Junior Championship, and a new Conspit Formula Conspit 300 GT steering wheel will go the way of Seminara, because nobody can beat him anymore in terms of points, and he gets the 3 months of World Sim Series Premium subscription. We do have one more race incoming, and has Bernini finished 4th? No.
No, I think Briton, Missani, and Carpio have still.
They haven't finished. Okay.
Yep. So Missani made a mistake on the final lap. He will still finish in front of Carpio. Oh man, Carpio is still a long way from the finish line, and he needs to finish it for the race to finish. I think the start of the second race will be pretty exciting, but then the rest 14.5 minutes of the race should be quite similar to what we did have in this first one. Finally, the final car crossed the line. We will be cheering up for Toth to get back on the track for the second race, as Carpio is searching for shorter paths to the pit lane. Now, let's make a short pause, and we will be back with the second race from the Formula Final.
To compete in the real race, prove everything on the track, and continue to pursue the everlasting racing glory as your routine. A single clack of your wheel. The passion is engaged. All you have to do is to commit, to feel the grip in your hand, to perform every precise entry, to deliver the perfect friction circle, and to master the art of driving. You may ask, where's my race crew? And I would say, leave it to Conspit. Ares, the wheelbase that was built to master the competitive sim racing scene. With its powerful skew pole motor and high-precision optical encoder, Ares delivers an unparalleled driving experience with highly detailed force feedback. 290 GP, deemed to become the true next generation. It breaks the planar constraints through a unique 3D ergonomic design and redefines everything about the Formula steering wheel. featuring a full carbon fiber front housing, ensuring a light yet ultra-rigid experience. The MagFlip rocker-type paddles achieve the same functionality as Formula One setups. The CDP system will push your performance to the next level. Focus and execute the agile maneuver, all within just a blink of an eye. With this zealous combination of Aries and 290 GP, the roar of the road thrills both your hands and soul.
Welcome back to the track. It's the final 15 minutes of this Conspit Formula Championship season. Seminara has already taken the title, and he's going to be starting in 7th spot for this race because it's reverse grid, and Bernini is on pole position.
I think we will get off the line with Seminara, and we will try to count the seconds of how fast he'll be able to get in front. He doesn't need to go out in front, but I think he'll try to do his best to do so. And nice start from Seminara, one driver. I think that's Britain who got off very slowly off the line. Seminara still side by side into turn 1. Driver sliding around on cold tires as Bernini pulls away from the field. Oh, Patera dropping down into the final spot. He was sliding around off the first corner. The driver who finished second in the first race now dropped down to P7. Small battles around the corners as Seminara is 5th now out of the 7 drivers. Toth decided he had enough and did not join the second race. Bernini pulls off a 2 seconds gap already, tries to get away as fast as possible. He will try to fend off the attacks of Seminara, or maybe he'll try to win the second race. That's how easily you gain places if you're a driver named Seminara. I think he made just one move. He's now up into P4. All the other drivers went off the racetrack by themselves. And oh, he's up into P3 already. These cars have the same liveries and actually didn't notice how the move was done. Missani has troubles. We've seen Missani sliding around in on the final lap. What's happening with Bernini? Oh, hello. Bernini now down into P4. Any contact with Britain. Seminara should take the lead easily. Very difficult afternoon for Bernini, who will stay second in the championship. And he will not have the win of the second race. Patera now 3rd in front of Bernini, who is trying to fend off the attacks of Carpio, Briton and Missani. Nice group of cars, a view that we didn't have in the first race. I think this is a view that we will have for a brief moment in the second one. Now Cannizzaro tries to hold on to P1. Seminara still second. He's not rushing anywhere. And he knows the best way of an overtake. Just wait it out. Let your rivals do the job for you.
This is a nice onboard view with Seminara. It does say, oh, very wide from Carpio, who goes off the road down at turn 1. And it's a big battle between Britain and Missani for 5th spot. And that looks, oh no, Britain brakes on the exit and gets a slight little tap from Missani.
Well, maybe he didn't brake, he just had a very bad exit. Missani was trying to get back on the throttle earlier. just miscalculated the gap between the cars. Nothing too much. No wings have been shattered. Seminara is lining up for the final move of this race with 11 minutes on the clock. He has plenty of time to do so and finish off the championship in style. It's a shame Bernini made those mistakes in race 1 and also in race 2 while comfortably being at the lead. Bernini now dropped down to P4 as Patera tries to hold on and keep up with Seminara. He just set the fastest lap of the race, but he's a little bit too far behind from these two battling for the lead to maybe figure out something, while Seminara will be aiming for a move. Patera, if he'd come a little bit closer, he might get his chance and see the door opening wide, maybe take the win. He's currently third in the championship. Nothing will change. There is not enough points on the table for Patera to make use of it.
But I'm sure Seminara wants to take the maximum points just to show his rivals that he was worth the championship title. He showed it pretty much throughout the whole of the last 3 months that the championship has run.
I love how Cannizzaro managed to focus. He just set his personal fastest lap time in the second race. Not by much, by 1/10 of a second, but it just shows he's not giving up. Actually, he was even slower in the qualifying session. Now Seminara sets the fastest lap time of the second race. Patera is unable to hold on to this battle. Look at Bernini. He managed to be a little bit faster with this final lap. 1:22.4. He actually almost matched the fastest lap time of race 1 set by Seminara. It was 1:22.3. Qualifying session he saw 1:21.7, and there's the move. As I was looking at the timetable, Seminara off into the lead, and now he'll enjoy creating a gap, or he's just playing a cat and mouse game. No, I thought he's letting Cannizzaro through just to have some more fun in this second race, but he was actually trying to use to lose the slipstream for Cannizzaro, and that worked out nicely. He's already half of a second ahead. Patera is now the next driver who will be trying to overtake Cannizzaro. Oh, actually, Cannizzaro set a 22.7, so maybe I was looking at the fastest lap times wrong. No, 23.1 was the fastest lap time by Cannizzaro in race 1. 23.2 was his qualifying lap time. He set a 1:22.7, so he managed to pull out some pace out of his pocket. Bernini goes fastest. Is the track conditions getting better? Bernini actually gaining on Patera and Cannizzaro. It's a shame he made that mistake on lap 2 and lost the lead. He was leading the race by 2.7 seconds at that time when he went a little bit wide in turn 1. Maybe he was a little bit too eager into turn 1 on cold tires. Now he needs to catch up.
It's also part of the drivers are getting better used to the circuit as well. I'm sure not all of them have done as much practice as I'm guessing Seminara has done, who's dominating the race. But I'm sure there are others who didn't do as much practice, didn't do as many sessions, and are improving now during the race. But it's also a possibility sometimes. Patera is through on Cannizzaro. We'll see if Bernini can catch up to this little battle.
He's trying. He's actually gaining on these cars.
See how quick he is once he crosses the line. once my timing screen updates. And yep, much quicker, much quicker than all of those ahead of him, except for the race leader. So quicker than everyone else out on track. Let's see how quickly he can dispatch as well of the rivals in front. Needs to get past Canizaro quickly. Time is running out. There isn't that much time to go.
So far, so good for Bernini in terms of chasing down your rivals. It was a lonely first race after that contact and damaged car. He's now having a little bit more joy from racing around the virtual Brands Hatch circuit. Late downshift through the corner. Just shows how quick he wants to go around the corners. Just pushing and trying to catch up with Canizaro, and looks like that's a plan that's going to work for Bernini, unless he'll go into another mistake, which now the tires should be warm and sticky to the tarmac and a little bit easier for the drivers to deal with the car. Tire wear is 150%. Wonder if they have tire warmers allowed. Nothing here on the info screen, but I think they started on cold tires, especially knowing how many mistakes they made on the opening laps. I think they did start the run on cold rubber. Also, we are using...
But yep, I can't find that either.
Grip levels are ideal, so 100%, so the track is not evolving. It's constantly good for fast laps and comfortable grip. I love how Canizaro found the pace.
Tire blankets are enabled, so they do start on warm-ish tires. Obviously, even if they are in blankets, it's not as perfect as it gets to once you really push the car and get the tires working. But Bernini, he caught up quick, but now see how quickly he can get past. 3.5 minutes to go, so and wide, and well, that's pretty quick for a move, because he didn't have to do much, just had to avoid running into the back of Canizaro. 2.3 seconds now to Patera. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Patera is quick, actually. Yep. So he was
Patera's only 2/10 slower than the race lead.
Oh, Bernini runs wide. There we go. Nothing to chase for, and he went off the racetrack, similar as he was leading the race. So as soon as he overtook Canizaro, he kind of lost consciousness, if you could call that so. Just outbraked himself and ran a little bit too fast into the corner. I think he was actually trying to chase down Patera. During the qualifying session, he was half of a second faster than Patera. And well, during this race, he's not that fast. Well, his fastest lap time is 0.3 faster than the fastest lap time of Patera, but the mistakes that he keeps making, they don't allow Bernini to come closer to his rivals. That's still no change in the outcome. No matter what position Bernini will finish this race at, he'll still be second in the overall standings. But Seminaro will enjoy his new Conspit GT300 steering wheel. Wonder if he owns a Conspit base already, and he'll have what to attach it to. A nice all-rounder wheel. The GT300 from Conspit suits any car. You can drive Formula cars, you can also drive GT cars. The 30 centimeters diameter is, I'd say, a universal pick for the drivers that tend to switch between Formula cars and GT cars. So you basically have the chance to keep that wheel attached to your wheelbase and drive whichever car you want, though I'd say an MX-5 would be a slightly difficult car to handle with a GT style wheel, but still doable.
So 30 seconds to go. Bernini is not going to catch up. He's actually lost time. Obviously, with those couple of mistakes. Canizaro, I was going to say he finished fourth and fourth, but no, he finished third in race 1. Seminara and Patera, they will finish 1 and 2 in both races 1 and race 2. So not much change at the top. And this guy, well, he came into this race with one goal in mind, and that was to score just a couple of points to guarantee himself the title. And he did that in race 1, and he's going to do it once again in race 2. Simone Seminara is going to take the title, now guaranteed, and a double win here in the final. Patera, he's going to come through in second, and he's third in the championship. Bernini comes through in third, and he's second in the championship. Then comes Canizaro, Missani, Britton, and Carpio in this race. And in terms of championship standings, there won't be a... well, I'm trying to figure this out. Is there any other change at the top? No, at least not in the top 5. So no other changes in the top 5, and no changes actually coming into this one and coming out of it. But anyway, congratulations to Simone Seminara. A new Conspit 300 GT is going his way. And if you want to win some prizes, and if you want to have some competition, head on over at worldsimseries.com and sign up for free. But that's going to be it from us for tonight, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.